Fasting during Ramadan isn't about food or water. It's about something deeper for me. Sticking to my fasts, even when it's tough, even when I'm around those who are eating good foods and I'm craving those foods and I have to say no for the moment. Turning down vices, turning down food, turning down water. It's getting me closer to my Creator and showing me that I can abstain from sin. And even though food and water, of course, isn't a sin, it just shows you that if you can abstain from the things that you need, such as food and water, for a long period of time, well, maybe you don't need the things that you thought that you did. Because we have wants and we have needs. A lot of times, me personally, I believe that I mix my wants and needs. Because I want something so bad, it makes me feel like I need it. But the interesting thing is that you can't want and have in the same space. Like if you want something, you can't have it too. You either have it or you want it. So I'm going to stop wanting things and just let Allah guide me. Trust the straight path and trust that what I want is going to be a part of my path, and I'll have it eventually if I just keep going on the straight path. And fasting is one of those things for me. Turning down the food and water is giving me the peace of mind knowing that I am one step closer to being a pious Muslim. Because that's all I can do every day is try to be the best Muslim that I can be. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Let me tell you how I never break my fast. I just don't. I would have to be physically like throwing up to have to break my fast. And I just don't put myself in that position. I work out every single day. I work out at nighttime instead of in the daytime so I don't exert too much energy. I just prayed Asr and I'm getting sleepy, so I know after these videos that I record, I'll probably take a nap until Maghrib. Even if you're not supposed to do that, I know that I've been up for 16 hours straight. I was up since 5, 6, 7 a.m. So I'm not just waking up at 11 and 12 and then going back to sleep later like most. I'm not sleeping my day away. And I've came this far for 17 days straight, so why would I break my fast now? I don't want to have imperfection. I know that I could have had a better Ramadan if I started off stronger. But the problem was I still had to get rid of all the bad habits that I had prior to Ramadan. The interesting thing about Ramadan is 17 days go by and then you start breaking your old habits. And then you have 13 days left of enjoying the good habits. But by the time you form these good habits, the shaitan are now back. So you now are fighting in between your future self of who you want to be and your past self of who you don't want to be. And this is the vices that you're turning down and the halal things that you're looking for. And for me, breaking my fast is on this side more. And I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to feel incomplete. I don't want to feel like I should have done more, which I already do. I haven't went to none of the Tarawih prayers. I know I could. I'm making excuses. I'm saying for my business, okay, well, what about for Allah? And there's only 13 days left. So now I got to try for 13 days to actually make it. And what happens if I don't go tonight? Well, I fasted. I did the obligations. Now I need to get to the next step. So I'm not excluding myself, but I am completing the first part, which is just making sure I fast and pray every single day. Every moment of hunger and thirst is a reminder of my connection to Allah. When I realize that when I'm about to drink water and I'm like, oh, I can't. I really can, but for the sake of Allah, I don't. And it's even, subhanAllah, it's so amazing to me, the misconception as Muslims that we can create. We do a halal thing for so long that the haram thing starts to become so far away that the halal thing becomes mandatory. I hope that made sense. In short terms, I'm going to put it like this. When you do halal things over and over and over again, it starts to become like you can't do it, nothing else. Like when I pray 5 times a day, that doesn't feel like I'm being forced to pray. It feels like, oh, I have to pray 5 times a day because I've done the halal thing over and over. Like I remember a time where I wasn't praying every single day because I didn't know the importance of it. I didn't know being a Muslim, we have to pray every day. And more importantly, that this is the only thing that separates us from the Christians or the Catholics or the Jews or anybody else in any other religion. Our prayers is what separates us. So because I wasn't taking it as serious, I wasn't doing it because I didn't see the importance. But now that I do, I cannot see myself missing a prayer. Regardless of how tired I am, I've came home at 2 in the morning and I've still prayed. Last night I was home at 1 a.m. I took a shower, made wudu, well, that was the wudu, and prayed, of course. It doesn't matter the time because I'm like, Allah, you got me home safely. I could have crashed this car on the way home because of how tired I was, but you allowed me to get home without damaging anything or hurting anyone when I know for sure I was falling asleep multiple times on the way home. So how am I'm going to be that tired to where I just, I have to knock out right now? No. So then I don't feel guilty when I'm scrolling or watching something on Netflix whatever I'm doing, or if I wanted to work, I don't feel guilty because I'm like, okay, well, I did everything I was supposed to do for my creator, so I can do what I want for me. And what I want is not haram, of course, it's all halal. But my point is, I'm doing what I desire now that I've done what I was supposed to do. When I feel tempted to break my fast, I remind myself that this is a test and a chance for me to improve my faith, a chance for me to strengthen my deen, praying more, reading the Quran more, being around more Muslims. These are all things that I think of when about breaking my fast. Fasting also reminds me of the gratitude and blessings that I take advantage of. Like, subhanAllah, imagine if you couldn't drink food or water for 16 hours every single day and this is just how you had to live. And it's not because you wanted to, it's because you had to. There's people out there who can't even get clean drinking water. And we just go to our fridge and just press a button and just got water now. Like, or we buy a bottle that's already has clean water in it and complain about the price. My relationship with Allah, my personal development means more than a little bit of pain for a couple hours. And usually when you're fasting, Allah makes it easy for you. And I don't know if you guys have ever felt this way. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever felt this way, that fasting during Ramadan is always easier than after. And if you feel the same way, please let me know, because I always feel like if you try to make up a fast that you missed, it's harder after Ramadan, as well as also abstaining from sin. During the quiet moments, I try to just reflect on my day and make dua as much as I can. Not enough, but you can always make more dua. If you're fasting this Ramadan, just remember to stay strong and always believe that. And what are you doing this for? A strong why could bear any how. So if you have a strong why, such as, I'm doing this for my Creator, the Almighty, the Most Merciful. The Almighty, the Most Merciful. This is why I'm doing it. It will be easier for you to bear the how. Like, how can I do 16-hour fast? How can I do sun up to sundown? What happens if I miss suhoor? How do I work? How do I work while fasting? How do I work out while fasting? Well, these are all things that are part of the how. But if your why is strong enough, the how won't matter. Embrace peace, embrace deen. Assalamu alaikum.